good. Focus on like the beans, the lentils, the grains, the veggies. 20% of the time, gonna have some of maybe like the processed kind of like meats, go out to eat a little bit, because you know what? If I ever want to down the road make this into a lifestyle for myself, it has to be sustainable. It has to be something that I can incorporate into my lifestyle with my friends and family. So I'm not going to be funneling Beyond Meat down my throat, but I will dabble with it. So you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you get it. Yeah? Okay, good. Okay, time to show you guys what I got. So I always get cashew milk even before the whole vegan thing. I don't really like milk, so I got unsweetened vanilla cashew milk. Also got this thing I've never heard before because I love yogurts. I got this like Silk brand cultured coconut yogurt. I think it's yogurt in the yogurt section. It says vegan, so I'll try it. Also got a gargantuan purple sweet potato, some white kidney beans, because beans, a magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you chew. I got some rice paper wraps because I feel like I might try to be creative with this challenge. Maybe make some like tofu rice rolls, kind of like Vietnamese with some peanut sauce. Probably buy the peanut sauce. Also, so apparently I've heard that black lentils are the highest.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Right back to Toney. He's got another one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Chiefs at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's got the connection to Moore. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Now here's Mahomes. Bulldozes past him. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it in.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try to keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Open man has got it. It's complete. He's got room past the 30, down the left sideline. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the gut, Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready? No, 52. Hey, 23.
Looking to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with career touchdown number 60. And the Bucs go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. 14 yards that time for number 14. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. They'll give it to him again, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Going up top. That's caught at the 20. Forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there for KC. 55 yards. Mahomes now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On first and 10, here's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the... A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ready, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Otten brings it in over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Bucs strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mahomes now to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost that they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Otten on the out route. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready. Check back.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Otten. And he is going
You're a pussy, Earl.
His 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. They'll go up the middle with White. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Fournette running out of the gun. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Ready, set.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Again, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for